Hey out there, internet land. Good morning this morning. Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing chest day. It's Monday. We generally do 2 sessions a day. I like to do a morning session here on TikTok. It's about an hour, hour and a half long. And then I do a second session over at one of our local gyms to finish off a second body part. I found that I get a lot better growth and a lot better just better stimuli throughout the day if I break it up into 2 sessions that equal about 3 hours in total. So, hey, that's what we're going to do. Today is chest day. We started off with 5 sets of push-ups. We did 5 sets of 10 push-ups, guys. I always start my chest day with push-ups. It's a tried and true body weight exercise that, we've been doing since the beginning of time. And when you just do a set of 10, all the way up, all the way down, it really does stretch everything out for you, opens everything up, limbers up the joints, the shoulders. It kind of gets you good and warm and ready for the day. So next up, we're going to go to the pec deck and start working on the pec deck and do a chest fly on the pec deck. We're going to start off with a lower weight today. The last chest day we had, which if you guys will check out my YouTube channel, there's a link in my bio. You can go to my YouTube channel and see the last chest day we had. It was a pretty intense chest day. It wrecked the shoulders, wrecked the triceps, and wrecked the chest. I really needed to go a little lighter this time, a little slower, and kind of break that down. I do like to hit each body part twice a week. And sometimes when you're just too exhausted, that makes it almost impossible to get a good second set or a second session in during the week. Makes that second session feel so flat. I really like to have good, solid sessions both times of the week. So I've shortened the volume that I'm doing, increasing intensity, right? But taking it before I get to failure. I don't like to wreck them all the way because I never get that second session in quite as good as I like. So let's see what you guys are out there saying. Good morning there, Gary. How are you, bud? Good to see you. Welcome into the stream, bud. Hey, be sure to check out the YouTube channel. There's a link in the bio. Hey, if you guys are digging thank you so much for that daily heartbeat. If you guys are digging the Bad Wolf bodybuilding merch, also link in the bio. I've got a link tree in there. It's got links to my books. It's got links to the new YouTube channel. It's got links to the merch. So guys, we've got hoodies, t-shirts, caps, tank tops, sleeveless hoodies, all that kind of stuff. So go over and check it out. Good things are coming, guys. Speaking of, I get questions every day about what supplementation do you take? What are you on, right? Look, here's the deal. As far as supplementation goes, HTLTsupplements.com. If you go to HTLTsupplements.com and use the code BADWOLF, you can get 15% off of your next purchase. So there you are, guys. I am one of the newest HTLT athletes out there, a brand ambassador for the company. And I've got a couple other brand deals that I'm working on over the past week or so to brands that I truly align with. I don't want to throw their names out there yet in case I don't get approved. But the point is, there are a few brands that I've actually sought out to do some work with that I've followed for several years now and that I believe in what they do. I believe in the products. HTLT is one of those. Now, on that, I will tell you, I dig the apparel. I use the creatine and the protein. That's about it. I've not ventured off into their other products. They've got a slew of products, but I don't buy them all. Those are 2 that I buy and 2 that I really enjoy, that I see that work. And as far as the cost compared to any other product out there, they're comparable. They're comparable. Okay, let's get over here and get on this pec deck and do some chest flies, guys. All right, here we are. This might be a good angle for you. All right, I'm going to get over here and get this set in, guys. This is the very first set. It's a warm-up set. I like to go lighter on the warm-up set and then really push through to probably 15 or 20 reps. You know what? I like wearing gloves. I like wearing gloves, and this may sound stupid, right? Look, I've got calluses on every damn ridge on my hand. I've been in construction most of my life. I work outdoors during the day. However, this is probably going to sound dumb, but when I put on these gloves and I go to doing something heavy, it's kind of like they're the gloves of power. Does that make sense? Look, I just imagine that I am Link in Zelda and I put on my gloves of power and then I can lift anything. It's just what it is. All right, let's get this. Look, the mind has a whole lot to do with everything we do in fitness. You know, when I first started doing push-ups, you know, you get to a point to where you're saying, man, I just don't have any more up in my push. That is when the mind has to connect to what you're doing, to that muscle that you're working with. And I learned a long time ago, you're not using your arms. You're not even necessarily using your chest. You're using your mind. Thank you for picking that up. And I would imagine a hook right in the center of my chest with a chain on it that goes to the center of the earth. Okay. And all I'm trying to do is push the earth away from me. There you go. All right, let's do this. Hey, same idea right here, guys. Same idea right here. Every time I get on the pec deck, you know what I imagine? I imagine Samson, in the Bible, sitting over here with his damn arms chained to the pillars of the temple. And what does he got to do? He's got to pull that chest up, pull those scapulas back, and squeeze one, and pull the temple down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now these are nice and controlled, even though it's a lighter weight. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There you go. 19 and 20. There we go. We got 20 of them in. 20 on a warm-up set. Hey, that's going to get these things firing. We're going to feel great. The next set, I like to hit somewhere between 12 and 15. But before I do that, I'm going to add some weight. I think I'm going to add, what do you guys say, about another 90 pounds or so? Let's go throw on a plate on each side and make this thing happen. Be part of the crew. So that's set 1. We did 20 reps on the chest fly. Today in the lineup, let's see what we've got in the lineup. Let me grab my logbook. I'll be right back with you. All right. Now, the question is, how do you keep track of your workout? How do you keep track of your exercises? Do you write them down in a spiral notebook? Do you have a piece of paper? Do you just sit there and flip cards? What is it that you do? I love hearing, the solution for everyone else. For me, I've always, you flip cards, you got note cards. There you go. Note cards work well. I used to use a deck of cards, and I'd line out 3 or 4 exercises, and I'd flip a card every time. And I'd go through, all of the royal court, ace, king, queen, king, shit like that, jack. And when I was done, I said, okay, well, I've done 5 sets of each exercise, and I was good. 4 to 6 weeks, and then change it up. There you are. Now, what I like to do is, I noticed that those kind of things, eventually you just throw them away. Have you ever wondered, what was Ronnie Coleman's workout? What did he do trying to be Mr. Olympia? What did Arnold Schwarzenegger do to become the icon that he became? What did Chris Bumstead do when he was on his first or second year of working out? Wondering what exercises did they actually do? At what intensity? How many reps? How many sets did they go through to be what they became? That's where the logbook comes in, guys. It's an actually bound book. It's a 90-day tracker. So basically you've got 3 months worth of daily logs inside this book to track your workouts, to track your meals, to track whatever peptides, gear, SARM, supplements, whatever it is that you're putting into your body. And you can look back at any given date and say, that's how many I did that day. That's how many sets. That's how many reps. That's what I ate. And keep those documented. Each quarter comes out a new color on the cover, okay? The book's the same. The color will be different so that every 3 months you can grab another one for $9.99, right? And you can put them on a shelf and you can know just by sight what color you're looking at or what quarter you're looking at throughout the year. So I'm going to set this down. We're going to get back over here and get this second set before I cool off too much. Thank you so much for that daily heartbeat. See, who was that out there? Oh, King boy, there you are, bud. Good to see you, King. Hey, there's Nightmare in your dreams. Thank you there, Nightmare. All right, let's catch this next set. We just bumped it up. We added another plate to each side. So we're 90 pounds heavier than we were. Let's knock out another 15 or 20. Let's see what we got. All right, once again, chest up and proud. Scapula's back and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. Now, I probably could have hit that 20 mark. However, I felt right there on 15 that if I continued to do so, I would have started rolling my shoulders over. I like to keep chest up and proud. Pull back like so. Get that maximum stretch. Thank you for that daily heartbeat. Get that maximum stretch in the pecs and squeeze together. Now, once you start fatiguing a little bit, what you'll do is you'll start rolling it over. Start using some of your delts, right? That's not the muscle we're intending to use. Now, you've got to keep in mind, what we're doing is bodybuilding. We're not powerlifting. We're not doing this so that we build the strength. We're doing this to shape the physique, right? And what I want to do is I want to spread from here to here. I want that to grow into a wider V, right? I want the top of that V much wider. So in order to do that, I need to stretch this part of the pectoral muscle and get a good contraction. When I squeeze in, what that's going to do is give me a little bit tighter, not a serration, but just a better look right here in the center. Now, once we get totally dialed in, what I would like to see is that zigzag pattern in the muscle fibers where they look like they're just sewn together right in the center. Now, right now, we're not there. Right now, we've still got that little dip in the center, which means that when I get to the center, I got to squeeze a little harder, build that middle part of the chest, which you have to keep in mind. There's not a separate muscle to the center of the pec, okay? You've got an upper portion and a middle and lower portion. That's it. It's two sections right here. What we have to do is when we get to the center is to focus and squeeze on this middle portion to kind of build the tension on that area. Eventually, we will grow that section and you'll see those fibers grow together. Or so I'm told. So I'm told by the dudes that have those. Yeah, long time no see. Hey, you know what, Sage? I tell you what, my voice is just now starting to kind of recover. It's been down for a couple of months, and it's still not perfect. By the time I get done with this stream, it may be completely out again. As a matter of fact, I just uploaded a brand new video last night to the new YouTube channel, link in bio, right? Where you can go over and watch that. And I had hardly any voice at all in that video, and that was just from last week. So it goes day to day to day. I'm drinking the hot tea with honey and lemon, doing that religiously all day long. But sometimes I get to talking too much. Sometimes I'll get on the phone and talk to my kid or my grandkid or something like that. Next thing you know, I've been on for an hour, hour and a half, and I have no voice left. Whew, all right. Let's get over here and get this next set. That's going to be set 3. Hey, Dad Bod, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you out there. Hey, I love seeing all my morning friends in here, all my normies, my regular guys, my gym bros, my TikTok gym bros. Heck yeah, I've been following Dad Bod about as long as I've been on here. So if you guys aren't following Dad Bod down there, be sure and follow Dad Bod. He's the masked muscle man. Sorry to hear that. Oh, yeah. Well, look. Oh, I'm still doing it every day. All I did was take off of doing the live a little bit, only because of the voice. That is also one of the reasons I started doing the YouTube, because I can do it at my own pace, chop it and edit it later and put it out there for you. So you still get the information, you still get the session, and it's recorded long term. Whereas TikTok, tomorrow, this is gone. You know what I mean? The live is gone. Nobody cares about the live once it's over. However, on that platform, it's there for into perpetuity. That's one of the reasons I've started doing that. Also, because of the brand deals that I have started, accruing, which right now it's only HTLT supplements. That's the only supplement company I'm dealing with. There's another one that does apparel and a few different types of supplements. If I get in with those, I'll be super excited, because those are the 2 companies that I've really followed for probably 5 or 6 years now. So if I'm able to get in with that group of people, that would be a really cool thing for me. So, but as of right now, HTLTsupplements.com, code word Bad Wolf, and you get 15% off of your purchase. All right, let's get over there. Thank you, Dad Bod. Thank you. And I'm sure you do too. We get reached out to all the time by a ton of gear and wear, clothing wear and supplement companies and everything else. my whole thing is I don't want to align myself with a company that I don't use. And I don't want to align myself with a company that I don't believe in. The two that I'm working on getting these brand deals, or well, HTLT, I sought them out. I have watched the videos for 5 or 6 years. I've followed Greg Doucette his entire career. And when they said, hey, we're looking for brand ambassadors, we're looking for athletes to sign up under our brand, I was one of the first ones to get in there and hit that button. The other company, it's one that they're a little bit more hardcore. I'll tell you right now, they're a little bit more hardcore, but it's one that I would be proud to represent. And I did go out and actively, put in an application, send a couple of emails in. The response I got back from them was really good. And then they sent me to another site to fill out another application and see if I get approved by their board. So if I get approved by their board, I will be probably one of the only ones who's not an IFBB pro who's actually, doing it. So, and that was the whole point. I just said, look, man, I'm a regular dude, but I'm trying to do something here. And I'd love to work with you. So they said, hey, we love your enthusiasm. We love what you got going on. They checked out my social media. So then they said, hey, go over to this email and send this over there. So we'll see how it works, man. I really hope it does. Really hope it does. And the fun thing about that, look, there's not a lot of money in this, guys. I mean, there's really not. It's not like you're going to sit here and make bank being an affiliate dude. Not at all. To me, it's more about building the brand, the personal brand, the companies that I stand for and believe in. There's a certain type of people that are in these groups. You don't want to align yourself with just anybody. You really don't. All right, let me get over here and get this next set. Cooling off too much. I'm talking a lot. I missed you guys. All right. All right. Hey, you guys got to tell me when you go over to the YouTube channel and check out those thumbnails. Yes, it is AI art. That is not this physique on those thumbnails. It's okay. Look. Goals. Okay? And besides, man, it's clickbait. If nobody wants to click on the video of this guy, they want to click on the video of that guy. All right, let's get this going. Here we are. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Heck yeah. Still hitting 15. No, doing the brand deals and building my own personal brand in the fitness space is something I am actively working to do over the next, 12 to 24 months. Just to really, it's for no other purpose other than to prove that regular Joe with a regular life can do this. You can. Look, I've got photos on my website. Hey, thank you for picking that up. Hey, that was Waiters. Good to see you, Waiters. Good to see you. Yeah, I was looking at photos on my personal website, which, by the way, if you haven't been up to my link tree, it's ChristopherCday.com. It's my name. That's all it is, .com. But there's pictures of me from last year where I was doing a whole bunch of scientific classes on how to do micropropagation through plant tissue culture. And I happened to be in the lab doing a couple of classes. And man, I was about 155 to 165 pounds in those photos. Totally different dude. My wife was looking at him last night. She's like, that doesn't even look like you at all. And the only reason that I do these things is just to prove that it can be done at 45 years old. It's too many times in life somebody puts limits, or the public puts limitations on you. You're not built with the right genetics. You're not smart enough. You didn't come from the right side of the tracks. You don't have enough money. Whatever the point is, I have strived to make sure that whatever those goals were, we hit them every damn time. Every damn time. So this is the new one. It's a personal fitness goal, and it is to build a physique, not only that I'm proud of, right? Because in truth, I can look in the mirror now and I'm proud of the work that I've put in. But to build a physique to where I can stand on a competitive stage and feel like I belong with the other competitors. That's the goal of this fitness journey. It's not just to get in shape. Hell, I feel like I'm in relatively decent shape, but to be competitive. It is not to win the competition, right? That would be great. That would be a plus, right? And maybe in future shows, yes. I'm looking at my very first show to be fall of 2027, so next year. So I've got an entire year and 3/4 basically before I have to be ready. I think it can be done as long as I'm sitting here every day hitting it at least 5 days a week, putting everything I got into it, making sure that I'm hitting those macros, I'm putting the calories in, I'm watching what's going in constantly, and our supplementation schedule is right. So let's get this fourth set in. We're going to get the fourth set, and we're going to move to another exercise. Let's do it, guys. Woo! Oh, wait, what do we got out there? Have the whole company following me on here. Hell yeah, man, I love that. I love that. I love it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's catch another set. Last set on the pec deck. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. We got that. We did it. There's 4 sets, 15 to 20 reps each. Now we're fixing to move over. We're going to do an incline bench press. Thinks you should body transformation for GBO. Who's GBO? Maybe I'm just not putting it together in my brain. It is 5:30 in the morning, as a matter of fact. Tell me all about it. But hey, yeah, if there's somebody putting out a transformation contest or they like to, have that sort of stuff, do it, man. Do it. I mean, first of all, you document your own progress. Second of all, it's published somewhere, so it's proof of your efforts. It's not just a photo of you, next to a before and after. It's an actual published thing on your progress for the world to see. Global body. Oh, okay. Sorry, man. My brain just isn't there this morning. Yeah, that would be super cool, man. Super, super cool. All right, let's get in here. Let's get this. We've got inclined bench press, and I've got it inclined a little too much, I believe. That's all right. Let me get that out of here. I'm going to drop it 1. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Move this phone. We're going to get in there. I think we're right about the center there. You see it well? Yeah, you can see it. All right. Yeah, definitely, man. If you do that, send me a link. Send me a link. You guys, hey, if you're actively out there working out, doing your thing, I love to follow my followers. I like to see what you're doing and be in the know, right? I really do. Just like I was talking to Amber earlier about her tamales. Look, that's cool. That's great content. And I follow that. If you guys follow me, I probably follow you back. And if I don't, message me and say, why the hell ain't you following me back? Unless you're a weirdo, I'm probably going to be following you. Oh, Gary up there. I've been following Gary since I got on TikTok. He's another workout gym bro. Matter of fact, I think I mentioned you in my last book. I think I did. I'm not real sure. I'm going to have to check. But that's something I like to do. I do put off regular publications, out there. I'm on Amazon. I put all of my stuff out there on Amazon. And when I do a new publication, I try to list the people that are personal in my world. The very first workout guidebook that I come out with, I had about 6 or 7 different TikTok gym bros that I listed. The next version, when I did the second edition of that book, it was a different little list of people by that time. So I like to keep things, relative to that time period. And it does a couple of things. First of all, it keeps it true to what was going on in my world. Second of all, it allows other people to see in a publication that they actually meant something to me, So, all right, let's do this. Oh, I got to scoot back a little bit. There we go. There we go. And, whoo. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Had a cup holder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to call that 12 right there. That's good. 12's good. Woo! There we are. There we are. Yeah, 30 degrees is optimal for upper chest. That's right. I think I had it about a 45. I needed to set it back one. Sure did. Now, I do like to play with the incline a little bit. I like to change the range up a little bit because I feel it hitting different. Same thing here in a moment when we're done doing this. We're going to do some cable flies, and we'll start off with some higher, some set up high like this. Then we'll do some that are about medium height. Then I'll put them down at the bottom, and we'll do some seated flies as well. Seated incline flies, that's what they are. So it's just like you're pulling this way and working that upper part of the shelf too. Anything you do incline is going to work on the upper portion of the chest. When we're doing the higher up, I'm usually bent over a little bit and I'm working on that lower portion of the chest. When I get it in the middle, it's more like doing what we were doing on the pec deck a moment ago, and it's kind of a medial chest fly, and we're working on this stretch right here in the center. So we're going to be hitting all three portions today. Medium or middle, upper, and lower portions of the chest, and just kind of burning them out. Like I said, I'm doing 2 sessions a week on each body part. As a matter of fact, you guys are always asking about legs. Legs are important. Yes, I do them twice a week. I don't always film them, and I'll tell you why. People ask me all the time, we don't always see you doing your legs live. Look, my legs are one of my weakest body parts. They just are. And first of all, it's not always fun doing them live when they're your weakest thing. Second of all, I really like to focus, right? I really like to focus on the exercises that I'm doing. It allows me to get a better workout without having to worry about the public, without having to thinking about how does it look, how much weight's on the thing. And I personally know that I got a really good workout. At the same time, that's why I'm putting them on YouTube, right? I can film and not have to talk to the camera and do what I need to do, put it out there for the public later without it being live. And it just makes more sense to me. I just published a leg video last night. It should be live tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. All of my videos are published public, or they go public at 4 a.m. in the morning. The reason I do that is many of you guys that follow me get on here at 5 to watch videos. For some reason or another, that's just what time you get up, I guess, or you start doing your thing. So I figure if they go live at 4, you have an hour to sit there, drink your coffee, watch a video, get in the mood, get some motivation, get some inspiration, and then go on with your day, whatever way it's going to be. So whether it's your workout or whether it's getting on TikTok or what have you, that's what it is. So, okay, that was set one. That was set one. Woo! Now, one thing I have also been doing is repurposing the videos from here on TikTok. The only thing I don't care for too much is that they're in the 9x16 instead of the 16x9. You know, your phone is upright instead of long ways. Yes, it would be optimal for me to do 16x9 for YouTube. I don't usually pull out 2 cameras and I can't do them both at the same time. And I get more traction on the short form content. So it makes more sense for me to record this way, use the TikTok footage to repurpose over there. I just put some extra stuff in the background, and then it allows me at the very end of the episode to list on the sides here. I'll put the session recap, and it'll have all the sets and reps that we did, you know, at the very end of the video. So that's kind of nice. It gives me that little border to do it. And in truth, it's about the same size anyway, because I expand it just a little bit from just being, from just being that small little screen. Because I put it on that extra background, I can blow it up just a little bit, and you can see a little bit better. You just don't get all the extra rest of the room. That's all. All right, let's get over here and get another set. Woo, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me bring you back in. Let me bring you back in. There we go. All right. Hey, by the way, you guys see that guitar right up there? Look, my very first business in life, if you're out there watching right now, my very first business in my life was building electric guitars. That was the very first guitar that I built when I was 17 years old. Yep. Whew. All right, here we go. And yes, it still works. It still works. It's ugly as hell, but it does work. Let me get that just a little bit. There we go, right there. All right. Let's do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there we go. 14 is good on that one. Yeah, 14 would be all right. So I'm trying to line out to make sure that we do somewhere around 4 to 6 exercises on each session. Today we started off with push-ups. We did 5 sets of push-ups. 5 sets of push-ups. And then we did chest flies on a pec deck. Now we're doing inclined Smith machine. Next, we have 3 different sets of cable flies. So now we're only going to do 2 sets on the cable flies of each one. That's a total of 6 sets there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 5, that's 17 sets on the chest alone today. That's great. We're going to do it again on Thursday. Thursday, we got chest again. We're going to come back and hit another 10, 12, 15 sets. They say that anywhere between 12 and 24 sets per week is optimal for maximum hypertrophy. So I figure if we're hitting anywhere between that 15 to 30, we ought to be great. We ought to be great. Now, if I go less than that, I really don't feel like I got the muscle activation quite as much. I didn't take it close enough to fatigue unless I just rep out every single set that I'm doing. And really, that gets a little boring and a little old. Sometimes I just don't like doing it. I would rather set a lower number of sets and just take them all the way to the end. I'll just add a little bit of weight so that I'm not doing 20 or 30 reps. I'd rather do 12, 15. That makes me feel more comfortable and I enjoy the workout a little bit better. You know, that's another thing to take into consideration when you're building your own workout plan. Yes, you can try to follow other people's, but in the end, if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to stick to it. The best workout plan for you to do is the one that you can stick to. The one that I can stick to is the ones where I have fun. The ones where I enjoy doing it. To where I can get in there and I know, okay, yes, we're going to kill it. We're going to crush it. We're going to hit it hard today. At the same time, it's not grueling. It's not something that I dread doing. It's something that I enjoy doing. And that may be because I'm fixing to do 3 different cable flies after I've done everything else. But I'm only doing 2 sets each. That's easy. Anybody can do 2 sets, right? 2 sets of this, 2 sets of that, 2 sets of the other one. That's wonderful. We can do that. That's fun. Gives us a little bit of a little change up in the normal repertoire because we normally don't do a lot of cable flies. I'll do a couple of sets period of one style and that's all. Today we're mixing it up a little bit. It just adds a little bit of spontaneity to the workout. All right. Now, hey, if you guys are brand new out there, look. Hit that repost button if you enjoy the content. It really helps to share out what we're doing with the public. When you hit the share button, it just kind of sends it to your friends' inbox. Most of them are asleep right now. It's 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. So if you'll hit that repost button, it puts it out to the feed and lets the world know that you enjoy what we're doing. All right. Once again, I will come and mention if you dig the Bad Wolf merchandise, you like to get yourself a t-shirt or a hoodie, sleeveless tank top, any of that kind of stuff, they are available on Amazon. And there's a link in my bio. Just go to that little link tree button and I've got a whole list of places you can go to follow me in all the different platforms. Check out all the stuff we've got here, there, and everywhere. And just kind of support what we do here on TikTok. So let's get over there and get another set. How you doing there, Shreadzilla? Ricky Rick, welcome in. Craig Redwood, how you doing, bud? How you doing? Yeah, I see you guys out there. Let me hit this button, see who I got out there watching today. Ooh, okay. All right, we're doing it. We are doing it. Let's hit this button right here and see what it does. It does it. Oh, Sage is out there with me. Hey, thank you for picking that up, Sage. Man, I could have swore you picked that up just a minute ago. Glad to see you do it now. Glad to see you do it now. All right, let's go get this third set. We're going to hit the third set on the incline Smith machine, and then we're going to do some cable flies. All right, let's get it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. All right. There you go. See, if I take a little bit more break in there, I can catch that 15th set or the 15th rep. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Hell, we started off doing chest flies on a pec deck at 20 reps, worked our way down to 15. We're over here now, incline Smith, and we just been doing 12, 14, and 15 reps on it. We got that knocked out. Okay, next up, we're going to do some cable flies. Let's scoot this back. And give me just a moment here. Give me just a moment. I don't want to jump right back into it at all. At all. I'll tell you what I will do is I'll show you the Bad Wolf Bodybuilding logbook. Just got published about a week and a half ago. They are available on Amazon. Let me grab that for you. And here it is, folks. The Bad Wolf Bodybuilding logbook. What is it? It's a logbook. This is a nice bound book that you can keep track of all of your workouts. Look at there. Well, this is the day I took off. Hang on. We find a better day. There you go. You can keep track of your workouts for the day. Keep track of how many reps you did, how many sets you did, how much weight you did. You can keep track of your meals. You can take a look at there. You've got all the different things that you ate in a given day. It lets you know what you're putting into your body, how much you're putting out. It's a good way to just track your effort, throughout the week, throughout the days, throughout the months. And there's even a section at the bottom that you can put all of your supplementation in there. Whatever gear you take, whatever SARMs you take, whatever peptides you take, all of those types of things. So you can catalog them and see exactly when and how they were administered, all of that kind of stuff. And you can go back at any given day to see what it is that helped you get to where you're at. Whew, all right. That was a good one. So yes, now if you're not already subscribed, go up to my bio. There's a link in my link tree to go to the new YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel. We've got a playlist I'm building up on there. We just uploaded the 4th video last night, and it will be live tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. Today's video that just went live at 4 a.m. was the back and shoulders episode. So if you want to see a good back and shoulder workout, there you go. Go hit that video up. The one that comes out tomorrow morning is leg day. Actually, it was a quad day. It was a quad only day. I generally would do quad and hamstrings at the same day. That day, I split it up and did 2 sessions. I did quads in the morning, hamstrings in the evening over at Planet Fitness. So it just depends on where I'm at as to what I'm doing. I do like the hamstring equipment a little bit better over at Planet Fitness. So what I try to do is have one leg day here at the house, and then my second session will be arms or shoulders or something. Then when I do the second leg session of the week, it'll be done over at Planet Fitness because they've just got different machines. So I like to change it up, work with what I've got here one day, what they've got over there another day. Get in 2 sessions a week on each body part, and it's totally different exercise routines. So I figure that's going to help me build maximum growth over this time period. I've got about 18 to 20 months before I have to go stand on a stage somewhere. So that's a year and a half, almost 2 years, right? A year and 3/4 before I got to go stand on a stage somewhere. Starting off at 165 freaking pounds. I'm now up to 227. So total different body composition than I was when I started. And it just comes from eating the food, hitting it hard every day, keeping track of what I'm doing, and being disciplined in it. So, okay, so that's all of our incline bench press. Now we're going to do some cable flies. Now I've got it set up high, and what we're going to do is we're going to come like so, and it's going to be kind of a declined press, okay? A declined press. Here you are. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a good stretch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. Woo! All right. All right. Now, I was using the little D-grips up a bit higher last time. Look, that puts a wrench on that shoulder. So what I've started doing is using these longer straps and then just taking an extra step forward so that it doesn't quite yank on that shoulder as bad. That seems to be pretty good. I do feel a pump in the chest, so it must have worked. I don't know if it's better than the other way, but it's what I'm doing. So we'll find out in time whether or not that actually pays off or not. In the end, I don't want to hurt myself. I don't like to hurt myself. I don't like finishing a workout where it feels like all my body parts are going to fall off, right? And sometimes that's the way it is, especially when you've ever tweaked yourself. If you ever had a tweaked shoulder, rotator cuff, elbow, any of that kind of stuff, the workout itself may go well. It's immediately after the workout, when you start to cool off, when the swelling goes down, all of a sudden there is an intense pain that doesn't subside for quite some time. So it's popping, 800 milligrams of ibuprofen and probably 500 milligrams of acetaminophen just to get it to stop aching, right? I don't want to go through that. I would much rather just either lighten the load and back off or change the positioning to where it doesn't hurt those joints. Look, I'm 45 years old. I'm not 25 anymore. Those are things that some of us have to take into consideration. What works best for our body? Now, as long as I'm still getting the hypertrophy, as long as I'm still getting the muscular growth from the workout, I'm totally pleased. I'm sure there are more efficient ways of doing it. I'm sure there are. I do know what hurts, right? This doesn't hurt. So I'm doing that. All right. That's set one. Let's get set two. Let's get it. Well, here you go. Yeah. There we go. Take an extra step forward and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good deal. That was a good one right there. All right, I'm going to lower these a little bit. Let me scoot that back. There we go. I'm going to lower these a little bit on the track. And this next one is going to be more like a medial chest fly right in the center part of the pectoral muscle. We come right there. Yeah, right about shoulder. You know what? I'm going to come up a little higher than my shoulder. 1 notch higher than my shoulder. Think that'll do me right there. Yeah, that ought to be pretty good. I'm going to set it about right here. If I come down a little bit lower, it actually hits me right in here, which may be okay, but I'd rather it be a little bit higher and get that extra little squeeze right up in there. Hey, if you're out there working out with me today, let me know what it is that you're working on. Let me know what body part you're focused on today and what exercises do you do for that particular body part. I love knowing those things. We all do a different routine and a different regimen of exercises. I love to know what it is that you guys do to build your physiques. Father Time, hey bud, are you out there? I don't know if you've already come and gone or not, but I see that you scrolled through. Hey, I hadn't seen you in a while. I've been missing you, man. I'm missing you. I hope you're doing all right out there. Hope you're doing all right. I think you'd been a little bit sick the last time I caught one of your shows. All right. We're going to get it. Now, we're only doing 2 sets of each of these cable flies. Like I said, that gives us a total of 17 sets today on chest alone. Not so bad. And we're doing it in a relatively quick time period. We've been on here for just under an hour right now. We've only got 4 sets left. 4 sets left and we're good. So that's probably another 10 to 15 minutes if I take my time and talk through the middle of it. There you are. That's one thing on the YouTube channel that I've really worked to do is keep the videos right at an hour or a little under an hour. I know a lot of folks don't have multiple hours to just sit there and watch videos, But if I can keep it at an hour or just under, I feel like we get all of it in without all of the rigmarole and the BS. I do cut out all of this stuff where I'm just talking like this. Most of it, I cut that out and it goes straight to the workout session. I have not been adding music to those videos. I've got to use the non-copyright, license-free, whatever music when you put them in a YouTube video. And to tell you the truth, I don't like most of them. I just don't like most of those sounds. I would much rather just give you the information and the workout itself. Let you put your own music on when you do your thing. I don't expect most of the people to be working out with me when they're watching the YouTube. I figure most people are watching it either for motivation, inspiration, or just to get an idea of what to do for that body part. So the music's kind of irrelevant. I do watch many other fitness influencers on all sorts of social media. Some of them play music and it's great. Some of them play music and I just assume they didn't. The ones that I actually really enjoy watching, most of the time it's either vlog style or there's no music at all and they're just going through their sets. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do my sets, get it through. It gives proof of workout. It allows me to track what we've been doing. There's a recap at the end. And I think it's been working so far for the first 4 videos that we've got published. They're doing okay. They've got a little bit of traction so far. All right. Let's get another set. Let's do this. You got 2 sets in the middle right here. Step forward. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Heck yes. Whew, that's good money right there, boy. Feel that chest firing now. Feel that firing. Heck yeah. Let's see what we got on the side there. Oh yeah. It's already feeling nice and thick. Nice and thick. And that's what we're looking for, is to build that heavy old side titty right there. I do feel the delts activating a little bit, especially in the front delt on this movement. I think that's just the way that's going to be. The cable flies are still something that I'm relatively new to. I haven't been doing them very long, only since I've got this machine, and I had never done them before in my life. So I'm still figuring out the nuances of how it's properly supposed to be done on each different angle and movement. But I can see results. So that's the important part of it, is do what you're doing. The best routine is the one that works for you, the one that you can stick to. You know, I heard somebody say the other day, they hate doing legs. They don't train legs at all. Everybody makes fun of the chicken legs. And they said, look, the routine I can stick to is the one that don't include a leg day. Hey, if that's the one you can stick to it. I will say that my leg days are the days where I kind of like, I don't know if I want to get in there and film that. Maybe today's the day I need to skip till tomorrow. Look, it's just that way. Now, for me, I'm trying to be competitive. I do want to step on a stage. And if I want to step on a stage, I've got to develop the quads. I've got to develop the hamstrings. Got to develop the calves more than they are. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very pleased with the amount of growth that I've had over the past 6 months of just really hitting them and hitting them twice a week. I'm getting good development. I'm getting good separation on the different heads of the muscles. They're looking good. They're just still a little smaller than I would like. I'm thinking that over the next 18 months or so, we ought to be able to blow them up a little bit more and get some good volume to the legs. And hopefully when I step up there, I look like I belong on a stage, you know? Hey, thank you. Thank you. You like the shirt? Hey, if you're digging the shirt, the Bad Wolf Bodybuilding merch is available on Amazon. You can either go search Bad Wolf Bodybuilding, or there's a link in my bio. There's a link in my bio to take you to all of our stuff. We got hats, we got hoodies, we got sweatshirts, we've got zip-up hoodies, we got tank tops, all kind of stuff with the logo. We've got 2 different designs that are available on there, and I try to keep them priced as low as possible. You know, many of them out there online, you go to buy a t-shirt, you're going to pay $24.99, $32.99. You buy a hoodie from anywhere from $45 to $60. Not with Bad Wolf Bodybuilding. I priced it for the people. Okay, I priced it for myself and I priced it for other folks to be able to buy it, be able to rock it, post those photos, give us a tag. It doesn't break the bank and it looks good. So that's the idea. I want to say these t-shirts are anywhere between $13 and $18 for a t-shirt. So get out there and get you one. Check it out for sure. Hey, we've got a lot of stuff out there. If you're into bodybuilding or if you're into working out and into fitness, I've got several products out there you're going to love. And if you're brand new to my stream here, which I think you might be, if you're brand new to my stream, hang out, check it out. We've got a lot of cool stuff. Go through the links in the link tree. There's some neat things up there. I'm not going to try to sell you nothing right now. I'm just telling you there are some cool things out there. And I am working constantly to build a personal brand in the fitness space. Hey, my name's Chris. I'm 45 years old. And about 6 months ago, I looked in the mirror and was just not happy with the dude I was looking at. That's it. And I said, hey, it's time to make a change. I'm a dad. I'm a grandpa. I'm a husband. And I know good and well that my family would not be totally pleased in the shape that I was in. And I said, I must be an example. I must be the leader of my household and show by example exactly how to do this. So I set off on a bodybuilding journey, right? To show my kids and my grandkids and my brothers and cousins and nieces and nephews that it is possible, no matter what age you're at, to make a positive difference in yourself if you just put forth the effort. And that's what these live sessions are. When I get on here at 5 a.m. Monday through Friday, it's not just because I want a big following on TikTok, okay? Don't get me wrong. I like the followers. They're really cool. I love seeing the numbers climb and climb and climb. But more than anything, it's to document life. It's to document life. It's to show proof of the journey and show the world that no matter where you're coming from or where you're starting from, it's possible to do this. And here in real time, you can watch it. All right, now I'm going to get over here and catch this second set of chest flies. Let's get it. Let's hit another set of 15, y'all. All right. 1, good stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Heck yeah, we got that. All right, so we did 2 sets up high, 2 sets in the middle. Now I'm fixing to drop it, and we're going to do some seated flies. These are going to be seated incline flies. And I'm going to have to drop the weight because whatever weight you're doing up here, you're not going to do that in a seated incline fly. It's just not going to happen. All right, so let me drop here, I'm going to take a little plate off of that side. I'm going to take a plate off of this side. And drop this. There we go. That ought to be it right about there. You see, I might have to back you guys up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good right there. Whew. All right. All right. Let me breathe just a little bit. Stand up and breathe, and then I'll jump over here and grab those handles and get to it. Get to it. Yeah, today is chest day. If you guys are brand new, check out the links in my bio. I got a brand new YouTube playlist that I've been building under Bad Wolf Bodybuilding. I actually built another channel as well. One of the channels, it's Bad Wolf Bodybuilding, is nothing but clips. It'll be all the little short form content. But on my main channel, which is Christopher Day, it's my own personal name, that will have my full length sessions in them. So it is edited, but it just chops out all the little commentary like this. There's only some certain segments I'll leave in, but when I'm talking to the people on TikTok and doing shout outs and all that, I generally cut all that out and focus on the workout itself. This morning's video dropped, and it is the back and shoulder session from, I think, Friday. And then Saturday, I did a leg session, and that drops tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. So all of my videos on YouTube are public at 4 a.m. in the morning. So I just put out the 4th video over there, and we're looking for some shares. We're looking for subscribers. I'm looking to grow the brand a little bit and to build the following. So if you are so inclined, there's a link in my bio. Whew, all right. Let's go ahead and get on this. We got 2 sets left, guys. We're going to call it done. 2 sets. All right. Now, this is it. Up, scoot forward. All right, incline. Yeah, a little bit more. All right. Incline, chest fly. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, damn, 11, 12. Okay, let's stop at 12 on that one, boy. 15 probably wasn't going to happen. Whoa. Now, see, that's a new movement for me. I don't do these too often. I don't do the cable flies. I don't do all that often. And when I do, I usually use either at a middle position or a higher position. Doing the seated inclined, still very new to me, and I definitely need some work on that. As you can see, the top of that shelf is coming in, but it needs some work. It needs some work. We could all use a little bit of work at the top of the chest, build that shelf out. One of my goals for the springtime, now right now I'm still bulking. I'm still working on eating 3,000 to 3,500 calories every day in order to grow the mass. Once we come into about March, I'm going to go through a cut cycle to where it's shred the excess body fat. Now, really, that's all I'm looking to do is shred the excess. I'm not looking at cutting down for stage, right? That's not contest prep. I'm not looking for that. I just want to get rid of the excess BS that I started all of this with, and that's that extra little side titty right here, the extra little bit in the bottom of the belly, some of that back fat around the love handles, you know, those little areas that are problem areas for anybody my age, right? But that particular 3 to 4 month period will be nothing but tearing that down while maintaining the muscle mass that I've built over the past probably 8 or 9 months by that time. So, which is pretty good. I went from 165 pounds to 227, relatively quickly. And I've kind of been maintaining in the 220 something, 222 to 225 roughly for the past 3 months. So I'm really looking to start growing. And I think the only reason I'm not growing anymore over the past 3 months is my dietary intake. I really believe I need to up the protein and up the caloric intake in order to get some more size on me, because I'm still hitting the weights every day. I'm still working it hard every day, and I feel the fatigue. I feel the growth. I even feel more muscular density. I'm just not seeing a lot of growth as far as size-wise, right? Like the measurements on the tape aren't getting much larger, but everything feels better. Composition looks better. When I look in the mirror, it looks better too. So I know that there's positive progress going on. It's just a matter of, am I getting what I'm wanting to see visually? What I want to see visually is a freaking monster. I want to be freaking huge, right? In order to do that, I think I just need to eat more food. Eat more food, eat more food, eat more food. I think once I hit a consistent 3,500 calories to 4,000 calories a day, somewhere in that little 500 calorie, surplus, that I'll really see some increase in growth. That may not happen during this cycle. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping that between now and March, I'm able to get up to that point. I'll tell you what, going from 1,500 calories a day up to 3,000, it's work for me. Like I have to work in order to get that many calories in my body every day. Most of the time I don't quite make it. I usually hit the 27 to 2,900, and that's kind of where it usually falls. My goal is 3,000 to 3,400. So I'm still under the goal, right? I think if I got up a little earlier and killed a shake, hit a protein shake with an extra 60 grams of protein in it, that would help me. I think if I downed one right at nighttime before bed, that would help me. It's just one of those. I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, this is all a process. Okay, guys, we got one more set. We're going to get this last set of incline flies in, and we're going to call it a great chest day. Let's do it. Let's do it. Heck yeah. All right. Woo, let's see if I can reach that handle this time. Oh, good Lord. Not yet. Hang on. You got to do it over here. All right, now I got it. Here we are, guys. Incline seated fly. And 1, 2. Good stretch. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay, we're going to call it 12. 12 is good on the incline. Look, I hit 15 and 20 of every single thing else. When the incline come in, I hit 12. Not so bad. Not so bad. Let me scoot that back and get on this camera a little bit better. All right, hey. Session recap. We started off 5 sets of 10 push-ups as a warm-up. Then we did 4 sets of pec deck chest flies, medium to heavy weight. Then we turned around. We did 3 sets incline Smith machine bench press. We did 2 sets of cable flies up high. We did 2 sets in the middle. And then we did 2 more sets as a seated inclined fly. Okay, that knocks 17 sets that we did today on our chest alone. And we did it right in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So, hey, I hope you guys have enjoyed the content. If you do enjoy this type of content, you like these types of workouts and this sort of commentary, and this is your feel and your jive, first of all, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, we need all the subscribers we can get. It's a brand new channel, brand new playlist, trying to get this thing going for you guys. So look, all the help is appreciated. If you're watching on TikTok, I thank you guys for being here each and every day. It's your support that keeps me going when I do this on days where I'm not feeling like it, days where I don't have that motivation and that my own internal inspiration. It's knowing that there's a group of people out there who want this sort of content, who join me every morning and who miss it when it's not here, that keep me getting up and keep me doing it every day. So thank you for being there. Thank you for being a part of it. And I'd love to see your comments down in the comments of this video or over on my YouTube channel. This video should be published within the next 24 to 48 hours over on Bad Wolf Bodybuilding. Thank you guys for being here. Be sure to check out the links in my bio. You can get your Bad Wolf Bodybuilding merch. You can get your t-shirts, your hoodies. You can get your tank tops. You can get your workout apparel. You can go get your bodybuilding logbook so that you can keep track of all your meals and your workouts. All the links are up there in the bio and down in the description below. So thanks for being here, guys. You guys have a fantastic day.